Hello everyone, my name is Jelson Joseph and this is the day 3 of recording a project on football AI analyst system. So let's get started and I'll explain what today's agenda is about. So basically, just take out the pen. Yeah, so this past 2 days we talked about what was our project about objective, and day 1 we talked about the objective, and day 2 we gave some clarification, and we specialized we decided the data, okay, the data we are going to use. So I'll just explain what the data is about, because we must understand what kind of data we are using, otherwise it will be difficult for what AI system we are building for without knowing the data. So okay, so I'll just give you an overview. Okay, so first we can see this one, this one. Yeah, this is the full screen now. So see, this is the event data, okay. Sample game 2 event of Metrica Sports. Metrica Sports is a company that specializes in tracking data. So we are using their open source data set here of an anonymized game, football game, okay. So here, see here, I'll just tell you about, there is a team section, there is a type of event that took place. There is a subtype of event under each type. There is a period is there in football. There in a general 90 minutes game there are 2 halves. Period 1 refers to the first half, period 2 refers to the second half, okay. And see, this tracking data is tracked per second. 25 frames is tracked, okay. Basically 25 frames of tracking is done in 1 second. So each that is how precise they get. So we can that is really wonderful, and it captures even the slightest of movement. So that's what the frame number indicates. So if you count, if it is a 90 minutes game, you can say 25 into there is a math for the 25 into 60 into 90, maybe, I don't know exactly, we'll see later. Basically the frames is very large in a 90 minutes game. And the start time of the event and the end frame, start time, end frame and end time, simple to understand. From which player was involved in this event to which player, okay. Which 2 players usually should be included, but if, yeah, so that says about it. And what is the start X and start Y, end X and end Y, because see, we are tracking data is spatial data, so we are getting XY coordinates. X means the X coordinate, and Y means the Y coordinate of player, from player 1 player 2, player A to player B, okay. So that's simple. And if there is an N, that means it's generally means that the ball was in the air. So that's why we didn't calculate the XY, it wasn't able to calculate, okay. So yeah, next I'll talk, this is the events data set. Next I'll talk you about the this tracking data set, okay. Events data is what happened in an event, which frame, and tracking data is the continuous data. Remember, event data is a discrete data and tracking data is continuous data, time series data. So let's go to the tracking data. Tracking data, here again we have period, we have frame, we have time, which time it took place. I told you every 25 see 25 frames in 1 second. See here, 25 frame in 1 second. This is what how they are capturing 25 frames in 1 second. And which players are included. Each player 25 x y, player 15 x y, player 16 x y, player 17 x y. There it gives the coordinates. Okay, so if a player has two columns, every player will have two columns and will tell their location. So both x and y. Understood? Now everything is clear. We got to know what the data is about. And same thing goes for the home team. That is for the away team, and this is for the home team. Okay, so, and just I want to give you how big the data is. See, it's about 1,41,159 rows, or 1,159 rows of data set. Okay, that's how big this record is. And if you calculate this, I think this game specifically was played for 94 minutes. Okay, if you calculate 74 5, I'll just open the calculator here. 5642 5646.224 if you divide it by 60, this is in seconds. Okay, so see, 94 minutes, the game was for 94 minutes. Okay, so that's how detailed it is. Now I'll tell you what this you will identify. In a game of football, each team has 11 players, so 11 22 players should be there. And if we as much as I know, referee is not included here, but they usually also track the referee. The 23rd entity, we will not call the players, we will call the entity 23rd entity, and 24th entity is the ball. 20 11 22 23 24, yes, 24 even is the ball, but ball is specifically mentioned here. So we can and the linesmen are also not tracked. Generally linesmen are not tracked, as what I know, because it happens in the game. Okay, so 11 22 players should be there, and one is the ball. Referee is not tracked, neither the linesman. So why do we see that there are more than 26 players? Okay, 22 players should be there. Ball is tracked separately. Then 23 24 25 26, why are there 4 players extra? Now if you see, if at the start of the game, these players, basically the 4 extra players are substitutes. Okay, that's why they don't have data at the start of the game. See here, I think at some point later in time they will have start having data. We can just see see here, somewhere here we see data comes in. And simultaneously for the row T and U, which you can see here, simultaneously here there is no data for this specifically here. What does that mean? This player was substituted with this player, whichever player it is. Understood? That's clarity. So basically what I'm trying to say is that the data out here given in the Metrica sports sample data set is basically clean and perfectly synced with the event data. So that's why basically we can perform a join operation here also. Later on I'll tell you how it is done. These 2 rows will be combined. Will query on that. Okay, time and period and frame can be combined, and basically we can query these 2 different tables. Understood? We can query based on that. What event happened in this particular frame, and which player was involved in that. We can query this much more advanced, but we can do that because the data are perfectly synced. Okay, so in short, this is what I wanted to tell you about the data. The data is not scary. I don't want you to be scared of the data, because if you if you are not comfortable with the data, will not be making progress. Okay, and this one, yeah, one more thing what I wanted to say is that the data, the player coordinates are normalized, means if the values are from 0 to 1. Okay, it's not like the exact latitude and longitude. Those were there, but it was calculated. I think it was normalized. I don't know how, but basically the values are normalized. It's not in the latitude or longitude form with geographic this directions, northeast, northwest, etc. Okay, so that's all. I'll explain further next. Okay, data is clear, event tracking, home away, data is clear. Okay, yeah, I'll explain further. Hello everyone, now let's continue with the prototype. In this, now this is the prototype, as you can see on the screen. This is the I whiteboarded and built this one. I wanted to visualize what we are building. Without visualizing, it's difficult to like continue forward. So this why I stopped and we built this one. Today I won't talk about code. I just want to give you a walkthrough of what is happening, what we are building, what's the goal. So simple words, we input a natural query here in English. We get, there's some processing happens, we get a dots on the map. Okay, the data we had, CSV data, tracking an event, those are marked on the pitch. Okay, XY coordinates, especially tracking data. First example, show me the away team's second corner. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so sorry, here's one connection error. I'll get back to you. Okay, so sorry for this one. Mistake was data wasn't connected. Now Wi-Fi is connected, and this also indicates that LLM is being called. Okay, no hard-coded thing here. I click here, show me the away team's second corner, render here. See, this is the position of the away team's second corner. Okay, here, see here, this guy right here, he's taking the corner. Everyone else is on the D, inside the D penalty area, trying to score headers. P25 is the away team's keeper, stepped up because there's no threat in his zone. Basically that's it. We converted this natural language to mathematical points through visualization. We plotted them visually through mathematical points, XY coordinates. This is what happens here. This is the data payload JSON file. Pitch, home, player 11, every player's coordinates there, every player, substitute or non-substitute, all 26 players are there, including the ball. If substitute or if they are not on the pitch, it will be null. See here, player 13, 14, they are null because they are not on the pitch. Away teams coordinates are there. Now see, context is given. Show me the away team's second corner. Frame, it is in the 86,036 frame. Event is by away teams. Type is a set piece. Subtype is a corner kick, and period it is in the second half. Start frame is 86,036 frame. Start time is 3441. Let's see which minute this is. 3441.44 divided by 60. Boom. It is in the 57th minute of the game. The second corner kick was given to the away team. Okay, and it means it is in the second half always. Who took the player? Who was taking the corner kick? Player number 20. This tells us that this guy right here is player number 20 with the ball. Okay, so this is what I'm trying to say. We can convert natural language into a DB query, and through that we can visualize it. Let's play around with this. If you don't believe me, I'll show you another one. Show me the home teams. First yellow, third yellow, maybe. Let's see. If it exists, it will show. See here. When home team got the third yellow card, and there's a lot of yellow. It is in the second half of the game. Start frame 11,000. Start time is 45th 4535 4535.04. let's see, I think it's probably 75 or 80 minute. Boom, 75th minute. Okay, who got the yellow card is player number 7. Let's see, where was he? Player number 7 was somewhere, I think this area, somewhere here, maybe here, I don't know, but this indicates that it works. Basically, we are giving an event in natural language and we're getting the visualization. Let's see, let's try different. Show me the player location. You also, if you did notice, I type spelling mistake was here, LLM correct. Okay, player position at 79th 74.38 minute. Okay, this is not an event, this is basically we are giving a specific moment in time. See, the ball was in play here, everyone position was here, white team was carrying into this half of the white team at the position of the ball, and this frame there was no event, so no event data. This is a mode frame. See here, this is what I'm saying. Now if you want, I'll show me the player positions, to show me the home, show me the home teams first. I'll just show. So the last query here. See here. Now we just type, if you don't believe me again. Third safe shot. See here. Now who had the ball? Here, look at metadata here. Okay, it is the start time is 3955. That means somewhere in the 60 to 70. 3955 divided by 60. 65th minute. The third shot was taken by the home team in the second half, of course, by player number 10. Player number 10, I think it indicates, like, obviously it's a striker. That's why it happened. You see, it came so close. I think. See. Player number 10, P10, so close to the ball, and then basically here, see, it is a mod event, so it's being played out. So that's it. One thing to note here, it is we are only viewing at discrete events. Okay, if I give a range, show me the let's give that also. What okay, if I two things we will see. Okay, 11th, if data doesn't exist, it will say safely that data doesn't exist for that. See, no data formatting, prompt is well written, backend code is well written, so it is showing no data is found. Of course, this is not being cleared, but still it works. It gives you a proper response, error response also. Now see, I'll give you get continuous data. Show me the player positions after minutes 2 to 3. Between let's start between minutes 2 and 5. Expected is, if the code is well written, expected is will get an error because this is a continuous data and we are dealing with discrete events here only. Okay, see, okay, so okay, so what happened here was 593.76 divided by 60. Okay, more event, player positions between minutes 2 and 5. Okay, minutes 2 and 5 593.76. Okay, so I don't know exactly what this was. So I told you, if the code is well written, it would have given error maybe, but let's see what happens this one. Okay, something to fix it is optimistic. Okay, so at least at first try, what I intended to show was like discrete events. If we play out, what we expect is what we get. Show me play at specific point in time, specific events. If I mention first yellow, first short, etc., which will be properly written. English language in natural language will be converted to DB query and then plotted in the front end through visualization. That's it. Okay, tomorrow I'll talk about the backend code. Okay, and I'll see what's the fix here. Okay, so thank you for watching.